Hey Rainy, how are you? I just fought a dragon and got killed like 6 times, but that was fun. Alright, let's get the quest and go in this Pabalika dungeon.
Oh, great lord of abundant pus and bountiful vomit,
Ugh.
why have you forsaken me?
Dude. What's wrong? Also, did you just say abundant pus?
Everything is wrong. My friend Martine entered this flu-ridden city to recruit followers for Periite, but he hasn't returned. I fear the diseased beasts inside have devoured him like a massive scab. Please tell me you can help.
How can I find Martin? Yes, I'm
Look
doing
for his
super good,
belongings.
thanks.
He's always dropping things because of his numbing hand fungus.
Alright, let's go. I'll just go get your friend. Alright, let's go. So, ESO have... in every map in the game, you have at least one public dungeon. A public dungeon is what it says it is. It's a dungeon that is public, so you can go in there. You don't have to have a group with you. Most of them are soloable depending on your class and your level and your gear. Most of them, I didn't even take my gear. Most of them are soloable, but it's a dungeon,
Deposit
so
withdrawal.
the mobs are sturdier. The mobs are sturdier. The enemies hit harder, and well, you're going to you need to be careful because you are going to get your butt kicked if you don't pay attention. Very likely. So it is important to stay on top of what's happening and to be careful with whatever. What did I put on? To be careful of what you're doing, but it's one of my favorite thing in the game to do. What am I wearing? Level 6, level 6, level 6, level 10. Maple shield level 10. Level 10. So what do I have here? Level 10, 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 and this I'm gonna get at the other level, and I didn't get rings for some reason. Whatever. Alright. So let's go in and do this one. This one, Arcrest, is one of my favorites. A cool one. My favorite one is the Hall of the Dead in Riften. Is it in Riften? No, it's not in Riften. It's in wait. It's in Windhelm. It's my favorite public dungeon. I think it's super cool. All right, so and since it's a public dungeon, you can there is going to be other players, for sure. And sometimes you hope to see other players, because some of these enemies can be pretty hard. I don't have my food. Dang it! I didn't eat. I forgot. Don't do this to me. Save me, Shart. Save me. I should be okay. Alright. I don't have food on my... Why don't I have food on my bar? I can put this on the bar. Guess not. Can I? No. Okay. Where's my food? Where's my food? There it is. No, do not split the stack. Just eat it. Thank you.
Looking stronger already.
Food in ESO is essential, by the way. You cannot not have food. You need to have food, or else you're going to get your butt completely destroyed. You need food and provisioning. I think in ESO it's where having like a cook is the game where it makes the most sense. I always use my cook, and usually I don't really use my cook in any other games except for maybe Final Fantasy 14, where having
That's not some
you
hay.
need food. If you don't raid in 14, you need food for crafting mostly. So I use mine for crafting food for crafters. So, but other than that, I never use food because I don't raid in 14. But in ESO, you need food even like in the overworld. So having a cook really pays off, and I would actually even advise to level provisioner first if you or only if you only want to level one profession. Yes, in ESO I would level provisioner in order to be able to craft yourself food, because it's essential, like it's absolutely essential. And there is a quest in Clockwork City, which is a zone where you that you need to buy unless you are a subscriber of ESO Plus. But if you're not subscribers of ESO Plus, you need to buy the Clockwork City DLC in order to have access to the Clockwork City maps. But and if you do, there is a quest you can do there that's going to give you 3 recipes, 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 purple. So 1 rare, 1 common. What is it? Common, rare, and what's this? I don't even know. Let's just select 1 rare, 1 common, 1 rare, and 1 like legendary. Let's just say it's not really that. I don't exactly know what they not legendary, but like epic or whatever. And the epic one that you get is is the spring-loaded infusion. This little drink here gives you 5,114 max health, 5,447 max magicka, and max stamina for 2 hours. First of all, this is a very, very good buff, and it's usable at level 1. And if you have a Nord character like I do, you get extra buffs because Nords get buffs from drinks, and this is a drink. So it's even more advantageous if you play a Nord and you get this, but it's still good at any level, especially for leveling. If you don't do something specific, or if you're not like a caster where you need to have mostly just magicka, like I use everything. So for my character, since I'm a tank and I use all of the I use magicka, I use stamina, and I need health, it's probably the best drink I can get at the level. And it's super easy to get. You just need to do like a quest line, and once you're done with the quest line, you obtain the recipes. It's really not hard. It's just that I don't remember, I've done it a long time ago, but it's very useful and it's very good, and it's in the Clockwork City. DLC. Other than that, you have other like super expensive recipes. I was lucky. I got probably the best recipe for a max level tank, which are sugar skulls. It's a recipe you get from the Halloween event. So it's once a year you have a chance of getting it in like the boxes from the event. And the first time I did the event, after making my tank, I got it like in my first or second box. But that recipe, if you buy it on the traders, like on the market, it's super expensive. It's insanely expensive. Well, it used to be anyway. I don't know if it still is, but it used to be like super expensive. Maybe there's something better now. Oh, really? Are you fucking kidding me? Maybe there's something better now. I don't know. But sugar skulls used to be like the way to go for tanks. I used to when I used to raid, I used to like eat that before raid, and that was like my go-to food, my go-to raiding food. But like I said, I only raided 1 tier in ESO. I raided the Somerset tier, Cloud Rest, and stuff like that. and did the whole thing, like normal cloud rest, vet cloud rest, +1, +2, +3, and everything. Hello, are you the one I'm looking for? I can see it in your eyes.
Another stranger. Hopefully you aren't obsessed with mucus like the last one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he kept yelling about the virtues of skin rashes and hugging the infected zombies, so we locked him in a cage. If you bring us some supplies, we'll consider setting him free. In the meantime, you can talk to the fool yourself. Talk to that rambling cultist if you must. Just be careful he doesn't cough on you.
Okay. So where do we need to go to talk to this fool? To talk to this fool. Is it in here? Yes. Yes.
Did Periite send you?
Your friend Filbert sent me. I'm here to set you free.
I have to find proof that Periite is responsible for the flu, or at least something that can be misconstrued as proof. Gather accounts of the flu, and I'll join you. If not, I'll stay right here and die in my own filth, just like Periite intended.
Sure. So usually you can open the zone guide, and you have like here, defeat all of the bosses of the, defeat the group event. There's always a group event that is harder than the other ones that needs to be done absolutely with a group. Absolutely is loosely said. I've done a lot of public events on my own, but it's recommended to have like a group to do that one. So there's always a public event in every public dungeons, and why doesn't it say? Wait. And usually you're gonna have like the public dungeons. You can find the bosses, maybe not in the DLC zones, but usually you're gonna click on it and it's gonna tell you all of the bosses. Like, let's see, let's go like to Stonefall. Let's say I do Stonefalls because I know I know where the dungeon is here. Can I check it? So let's see, like Stonefalls. Are you gonna give me the guide for Stonefalls? Yes. So Crowswood Conqueror. So you have the bosses here. So those are the bosses from the public dungeon in Stonefalls. It's gonna tell you every time you've done a boss for the first time around anyway, so you can know. And there are add-ons that you can download that will tell you exactly where the bosses are on the map. Like, you can see those, but so yeah, you can do that. So usually there's around 6 to 8 bosses per public dungeons, plus a group event, a sky shard, and that's it. That's pretty much it. That's enough. That's a lot of stuff. So I'd say a public dungeon takes around an hour to an hour 15 minutes to complete, unless you are like super high and freaking effective DPS that pretty much two-shots everything, which I'm never. I mean, I have my main character is a DPS, but she's a very tanky DPS. Dragon Knight that uses two-handed weapons, because again, Nords have bonuses to two-handed weapons. Because yeah, in ESO, races are a bit important. Not like, unless you really want to be min-maxing. Unless you want to be min-maxing, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not gonna change that much, and it's not gonna prevent you from playing the game properly. But there are like race like bonuses for like that are to be considered if you want to play the game I'm not gonna say properly, effectively, or more effectively. You can check those. There are races, like race wait, did I just sell a freaking, oh my god, wait, okay, No, I'm just thinking out loud. That's not a problem. Okay. I have a blacksmith crate that I didn't open. Alright. There you go. Okay, so let's click this. So yeah, like for an example, if you want to play, a healer, like if you want to be like a super effective healer and have all of the like racial traits that's going to make you the best healer in the game, you have to play an Argonian. Argonians are the race to go if you want to play a healer. They have a lot of bonus in healing done. They have a lot of bonus with restoration staffs. They have a lot of bonus for all of those. So if you want to be like a melee DPS that uses swords, you have to be like a Red Guard. Red Guard are super effective with melee weapons, with swords especially. If you want to be a tank but you don't want to be in the Ebonheart pack, because there are factions, they don't really mean anything anymore, but unless you have the one race, one alliance, or any race, any alliance, the pack, you have to stick to an alliance. So if you do PvP and or you're planning on doing PvP with your friend, you have to be in the same faction. So let's say you want to be in the Daggerfall Covenant. Well, the orcs have a lot of bonuses to health and stuff like this, so they make super good tanks. They have bonuses to two-handed weapons and stuff like that. If you want to be a mage, if you want to be like the best mage, Bretons and High Elves have really good passives and racial traits for casting. If you want to be a caster and don't want to be either in the Aldmeri Dominion or the Daggerfall Covenant, well, you're gonna be a Dark Elf, because in the Ebonheart pack, the Dark Elves are probably the best race to be a caster. So it's all written in like the character creator. Whenever you create your character, it's going to tell you what race has what. But like I said, if you really want to be min-maxing, you have to take that into consideration. But it's not mandatory to play the game. I mean, you can be a freaking Khajiit tank if you want, and it's not going to prevent you from clearing the normal content. And I mean, it's not even gonna prevent you from clearing like the harder content, but you might not get picked in groups. So, because people would want you to have like the best race and the best everything, because they are pretty much min-maxers themselves. So that might prevent you from being picked up in groups unless you have like a group of friends. Then that's another thing, but nothing prevents you from being a caster, a Khajiit caster, or a freaking high elf tank, or a wood elf caster, which all makes no sense if you look at their passives. Like if you want to be a bow and arrow hunter, or whatever you call it, like Nightblade in here, but if you want to be like the effective bow and arrow class, you're going to be a wood elf, because wood elves have a lot of bonus to bow and arrow, and they have a lot of bonus to stamina and stuff like that. So yes, it's a bit complicated, and yes, they play an important role in all of that, but like I said, it's nothing that's going to prevent you from clearing the normal content if you just want to go in the overworld and like do normal dungeons, and even, I mean, unless you do trials, you can pretty much do whatever you want, because I'm pretty sure you can clear vet dungeons either with a race that is not optimal. The Argonians swim very well indeed, because they're amphibians. That's one of their passive, I think. Actually, I think it is. I'm not sure, but I think it is. Supplies for survival. Oh, okay. So I haven't encountered a boss yet. I have seen a lot of mobs though. But they're not like super hard. Where's my dude? Oh, it's because I got my bird out. That's why my friendo is not there. Because I got my merchant out. God dang it. Or my banker or whatever. This bird needs to go. Where's this caster at? And if you've never played ESO before, there is a tutorial that the game will force you to do, and I think that's a good thing. What's happening? Because there are things in the game that you need to understand, like exploiting, like interrupts and exploiting. If you're not a melee character, it's not really that important when it comes to interrupting. But if you are a melee character, interrupting is going to be very important.
Let's take a trip off the main roads.
Because you pretty much have to interrupt. You have to learn how to interrupt, when to interrupt, and the game does, I'm gonna say it, the game does a great job at teaching you how to do that, when to do that, and how to telegraph that you need to interrupt. It does a fantastic job actually at telling you how to do it, at teaching you how to do it. So pay attention if you want to play this game. Pay attention to the tutorial. It's one of the better tutorials in games, to be honest. It's very well made. It's what the hell? It's very well made. It pretty much shows you the basic of everything that you need to know in order to play the game. It doesn't show you stuff that you don't need to know. It doesn't like linger on stupid stuff, like things that they know you're going to learn as you go that are not important. They don't bother showing you, which is, in my opinion, is how you should make a tutorial. Because there are things that you can learn on your own that are not super important, but there are things like interrupting and how to fight and how to exploit an interrupt that are important to know. How to regain your stamina and your magicka by doing heavy attacks. How to get out of crowd control, because ESO has a lot of crowd control. Alright, no problem, Rainy. ESO has a lot of crowd control, and you need to learn how to play through that, or else you're gonna have a bad time. My god, there are a lot of enemies. These mobs are insane. Probably because I don't really have AoEs. When I'm on my other character, I have so much AoEs that it's not even a problem. I have no stamina, I couldn't block this.
Flank, now!
And they have a very interesting like interrupt system in ESO, which is one of the better ones in my opinion. Where the heck? Wait, where? I didn't see any boss yet. In my skills either. I forgot. Alright. A lot of people find the combat in ESO very stiff, and I'm not gonna lie, it is. But once you like go, once you like pass over the fact that yes, it really looks kind of stiff, I think the combat is pretty nice in ESO. It's one of the better like real-time combat in MMO. But be aware that it's just a lot of clicking. If you don't play if you don't play on the controller, it's a lot of clicking. So if you're someone who hates clicking, or if you hate the clicking sound, play with the controller.
Better luck next time.
Because my god, you're gonna click and click and click in this game, because your main attack is on left click and your blocking is on right click. And everything else is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the way that ESO works, at level 15, you get what the player base and pretty much everybody calls a back bar. You get a second 5 skill bar, and you need to have another weapon on that bar, and you can have 5 additional skills, and you need to swap bars in order to you need to swap bars to use your skills. That's something that can be kind of weird at first to use. I thought I hated it at first. At some point you get used to it, but yeah. And one thing to remember, I know it's a lot. I know I'm shooting a lot of information at you right now, but one thing to remember is that when you get your second bar, the skills that are on your bar are gonna level if you kill the enemy with that bar active. So if I want to level my skills that are on my back bar, my second bar, I need this bar to be the one I'm using when the enemy dies, because when the enemy dies, that's when you get the XP, and you get the XP on the bar that is active at the moment of the killing. Whew, that's a lot of information even for me. My god. Gather information. Okay, so I'm not done. Can I go here? Nope. Wait a minute. Why you do me like that? Welcome back. But that's all stuff that you get, that you learn as you go, and you don't need to stress yourself with that. ESO has a fun leveling experience. Like, it has a fun overworld experience. You can do like before I started playing with my guild, I had set foot in like 2 dungeons in the game. Dungeons are not mandatory, they're pretty much for gear, if you want to get gear. And at end game, when you get to like max level, you can have what they call monster set. A monster set is a shoulder piece and a helmet that you get from specific bosses on like the hardest difficulty of the dungeon, and they have like super good bonuses that are mandatory for like end-game content, like trials and stuff like that. You need to run these dungeons to get monster sets. But again, if you don't run trials, you don't need to have monster sets to run the overworld content or the public dungeons or the delves. That's again, and I that's one thing I appreciate about it, because even the public dungeons. Okay, so the public dungeons from the new expansion are pretty brutal. I'm gonna lie, the one from Necrom are pretty brutal, but they're still doable solo. You just need to be careful. You just need to not pull like the whole thing like I always do. I'm used to doing that with my other character. And I learned the hard way that I couldn't do that anymore, because these dungeons are getting rough. And I mean, I'm not super high level on my main character. I'm like 478 or something like that. It's very low for someone that has been playing for 10 years. It's very low, but I've been playing on PC for about what, maybe 4 years, something like that. Oh, first boss.
Let it over for you.
Maybe 4 years in total. So I made it because the game is not cross-platform. So I started playing on PlayStation. It was running like absolute garbage. So back then it was a sub MMO, so you had to pay $15 a month, like WoW, to play the game. So when my first month stopped, I didn't think the game was worth $15, so I stopped playing like after the first month. Then they released Tamriel Unlimited, which was the free-to-play sorta update, where you just had to buy the game and you didn't have to pay a monthly sub anymore. That's where they released. Oh shit, he's dead. That's where they released ESO Plus and stuff like that. They're like optional subscription. Man, they are obsessed with fire. God damn. I need to put potions on my bar, seriously. You're gonna die, you freaking piece of garbo. My god, man. Alright. So yeah. As you can see, like I said, public dungeon bosses are a bit harder. I'm just gonna get the heck out of here. But I should check my traits and stuff. But I can't now because there are mobs everywhere. But yeah, so public dungeons are a bit harder, especially when you're at low level. Because again, even if they bloated all the numbers on your gear, I still think that they're having a hard time making it work. I really think they have a hard time making it work. Do I have? There you go. Thank you. Yeah, I think they still have a hard time making it work with low-level players, because every time I play a low-level player, I always have a hard time, and I'm not supposed to, because I don't have a hard time with my characters, and I should place my champion points. I'll do that whenever I have like a moment's respite, because when you get your first character to level 50, you unlock the champion point system, which I think was introduced with Tamriel Unlimited also, which pretty much is a bit like the Paragon system in Diablo, and so it's pretty much a system where you get stronger and stronger and stronger without leveling up your main level. Okay, so what's this? What does it do? Find more of this. Like the Rune Knight of old, summon a shield that absorbs 8,867 damage for 6 seconds, scaling up your max health. The first time you take direct damage, the shield retaliates and deals 2,000. Consume crux to heal yourself, scaling up your max health, and refund 24% spite wound. Okay, what's this? New effect: drastically increase the size of the damage shield for the first second. Consume crux to refund cost. Okay. More. How many points do I have? 4. All right. What's this? What's this? Summon which sends your allies you can heal. Which you and your allies can heal. Okay. And this one. Gather the true strength of a Pokemon around you, forming protective tentacles and the damage shield are 60% of the damage. When the shield collapses, you lash out, dealing. Oh, alright, that's good. Let's get that one. Let's get this as an ultimate. Thank you. Armor. Heavy armor. That's good. Let's take this. One hand and shield. Increase the damage dealt. Now it hits all target near the enemy and snares them. You gain minor heroism, increasing ultimate generation. I'll take this one. Deep slash. Let's go. Okay. And we have passives. Alright, let's get this. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, champion points. So when you unlock the champion point system, it's good for all of your characters, even at level 1. So once you unlock the champion system, all of your characters are gonna benefit from it, even at level 1, which makes your journey very, very, very easier. Not gonna lie. So I'm gonna give me some stamina. Add to champion bar to activate. Okay, there you go. Cutting defense. You deal when you take damage, build 20% health. No. Reinforce when you begin bracing. No. While you have a shield or frost staff equipped, your spell physical resist increased by. Okay, that's a good one though. Can I use this? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but alright. What's this? No, not Magicka. Tireless discipline grants stamina per stage. I'm gonna give me like a lot of stamina. Because I need it. Do I need to put it somewhere? No, okay. Arcane Supremacy, no. Critical charge per stage, no. Spend 25 to activate. Okay, I'm gonna confirm for what I put. Sorry about that. I'm going as fast as I can. Increase your weapon and spell damage by 3 per stage. That's not really what I want. I don't understand what you want me to do. Let's give Magicka a bit too. Guess it's not gonna be a bad thing. And let's give some weapon damage. There you go. Let's put it here also. There you go. Alright, confirm. Confirm. So that's the first 3, second 3. Increase gold gained. Reduce the radius you can be detected while sneaking. Reduce fall damage, that's good for me. Increase your out of combat movement speed. Reduce the cost of repairing, that's a good one to take, especially when you're tanking. Okay, I need to put it here. Reduce the cost of sneak. Increase your out of combat movement. I always take that because I love being a bit faster, because my god. That's 20% faster, there you go. Okay. Fall damage I will probably take. Yeah, fall damage is also good. Because I love to run and not pay attention. And let's take the gold for whatever is left. Confirm. Alright, last 3. do we have? Reduce the cost of dodge roll, reduce the cost of sprint, reduce the cost of block. We want that. While under the effect of crowd control immunity, increase the amount of damage you block. We want that too. Okay, what do we have here? Max health. We want that too. Armor, on that too. There you go. Confirm. There you go. So now I had 24.6k health. Now I have 31.2, which is very good. And I had about 20 or 19k stamina. Now I have 27k, and I was around the same thing for Magica, and now I have 26.6k. So all of that is pretty good. I have more weapon damage, so it's gonna be a bit easier for me to get by. And toodaloo. That's the champion system. It's very useful. It's very fun to have. That's good. I didn't check my companion though, because he leveled up too, and I need to check his skills. I'm a bit sturdier. I can feel it also, which is good. And that's the thing, because the game is still going to scale to the fact that you have a max level character. So they're gonna take your low level character and be like, yo, wait, you have a you're low level, but you still have like 200 champion points. So
over so soon.
Place them, or else like it's gonna scale to the fact that you have those points. So if you don't place them, the game is gonna be a bit harder for you too. So skills, let's see. Beast of the Hunt, Verdant Growth, and Winter's Bite. Weapon, Resto Staff, Rejuvenation, Armor, Light Armor, Medium Armor, Heavy Armor. Okay, they have very, very, very little passives. This one is at rank 8. He's now rank 3. Okay, do we have ratios for Argonian, Survivalist? Alright, so I don't have nothing to do with it. Okay, so yeah, place your champion points. I forgot, and that's why I was struggling. I probably would have struggled less in the archives if I would have placed my points. I completely forgot. The other thing, I'm throwing. Oh, they did more than once or twice. They did it a couple of times. Wait, at level 15 I get a choice of weapon. I'm such a dum-dum. And I didn't place those. I have like 6 points I didn't place. Come on. No wonder I was struggling. I was struggling because I'm a dumbass. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna put. What the heck? Oh, that's my ultimate. All right, well. Nice. I love the animation though. Yeah, they resetted the champion points whenever they made like very, very important updates like to the system. Okay, I need to put those on my bar, but every time I forget. Use split stack link in chat, mark, destroy, and help. If I go here, quick slot, allies, mementos, tools, emotes. How do I add anything to my freaking bar, bro? Am I an idiot? There's a very, very big possibility that I'm one, but goddamn. When I right click on it, please stack mark as destroyer. Get help. Get help. No, I don't want the customer support. I just want you to put it on my freaking bar, bro. That's it. I don't want nothing more than that. I don't want to use it. Well, I did anyways. What the heck? Do I need to drag it? Like, do I need to drag it on my bar? Wait, quick slot. Ah, there it is. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I remember now. Just a dumb. Okay, I'm gonna show you my favorite emote. Okay, this right here is my favorite emote. You just sit down and start crocheting. Come on, this is like the best emote in the game. You just sit down and start crocheting. I love it. It was worth every penny I paid for it. I don't know if I paid for it, but I guess, because nothing is free in this game. But it was either like a store thing or it came with one of the expansions. But it's still the best emote in the game in my opinion. That's a boss, or is it? Yes, it is. What up, my dude? Let's try you. Let's go. And I need to get a better weapon. That's why I was struggling also, because I thought at level 11 I would get, and I was like, why 11? It's kind of weird, but it was not 11, it was 15, because you get a second bar. That's why they give you a weapon. And if I want to get your attention not get, but direct your attention under my magical bar, the blue bar that I have. There is like a red sword that is inside like a bow icon. This means that my weapon isn't charged anymore. What that means is that you can put enchantments in your weapons, and that enchantment depletes over time. Well, not over time, depletes the more you attack. And in order to get it back, you need to charge your weapon with a soul gem. Soul gems are super easy to come by. You can of course buy some on the auction house, on the crown store, the cash shop, but they're super easy to get, so don't do that. Whenever you do delve bosses, you get a soul gem. Whenever you do public dungeon bosses, you get soul gems. Whenever you can find some in the world and steal them. You can steal empty soul gems and fill them with soul magic. So it's super easy to get. Never buy soul gems from the crown store, please. It's I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but please don't do that. You're wasting your money. It's absolutely stupid. It's absolutely stupid that they sell this. I'm not saying that people are stupid for buying it. I'm saying that it's absolutely stupid that they're selling this on the crown store, because it's not. It's super easy to come by, and they pretty much prey on players that don't know how easy it is to get those and expect them to buy them because they don't know how to get them. But the minute you understand that, or you have friends or whatever, but the minute you understand that you can get soul gems from every boss in the game, if you bought soul gems before, you're gonna hate your life, because you're gonna see all the money you spent on something that was so easy to get in the game. So I'm telling you, do not buy soul gems on the cash shop, in the crown store. It's a ripoff. It absolutely is. Okay, so I did not go on the right side, or wait, what? Wait. Okay, that's where I need to go. Okay, so that's the one. Okay, so I didn't need to go in here. Or do I have another one? No, no. Okay, I don't know. Wow, that was a boss, so that's okay. There are stuff. Well, you know what? Let's talk about the Crown Store. Let's talk about it. Let's go on the Crown Store. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna go in the corner so I don't get attacked. Let's talk about the Crown Store. This is the cash shop. ESO has a very, very, very aggressive cash shop. It's not going. I'm not gonna lie. They shove it in your face every time, every occasion they have. Nowadays, you get a mount pretty early in the game. They give you a mount pretty early in the game, and mounts are not that expensive to buy either nowadays. So there's that. When the game first released, a mount was like 10,000 gold, and 10,000 gold was a lot of money in ESO back then. So it took a long time to get a mount, or you could buy mounts on the Crown Store. So nowadays you can still buy mounts on the Crown Store. You get mounts from buying collector's editions of the expansions every time, and usually if you pre-order early, you're gonna also get a mount from that. You can buy. Oh, that's the other thing. Do not buy these things here. They're super expensive, and they give you 5 slots of inventory. It's not worth it. For $12, it's not worth it. Because that, look at here, look at the Crown Store. When in Canadian money, anyways, I'm talking about Canadian currency because I don't know what the U.S. store looks like. But if it says $1,200, it's $12. So these are $12 each, and they're not worth it. So don't buy this, please. It's absolutely not worth it. Mounts is up to you. I mean, I bought on Xbox. I bought this one. I think it's a cool mount, and I might get it at some point on PC also because I think it's cool. But do not buy the pets because they're not worth it. Die sets. I don't know. They're for costumes, so you only can dye costumes if you were subscribed to ESO Plus. So I'd say they're not worth it. You get a lot of dyes from doing achievements. Actually, all of the dyes you get are from doing achievements. So in my opinion, it's way better to do this. But that's like a personal opinion. In my opinion, that's your personal choice if you want to buy dyes. But I wouldn't recommend it. It's not worth it. Well, those are like costumes. Costumes. Your appearance will take you will take the appearance of your whole costume. You cannot just like say like, oh, I love this chest piece, so I'm gonna put it with something else. You can't do that. A costume is a costume. When you go in your collection, appearance and like costume, when you wear it, like, let's just preview it. It's the whole costume. You wear the whole thing. So, am I getting attacked? No, okay. So costumes, it's a gray area. Some costumes are super cool. Like I think this dress is amazing for a caster. I love it for casters. I think they're super cool. I have it on Xbox. I thought I had it on PC, but I don't. But I think this dress is super cool. It's $12 again. Do you think it's worth $12? It's up to you. I bought this one. I think this one is also cool. I have it on my Necromancer. It's a pretty cool set. It's a pretty cool one. I think it fits well for my Necromancer. But again, that's a matter of opinion. You can buy hats. I used to have I have those on the Xbox. They're fun, but you know what? It's up to you. Outfit styles. Those are well, they're outfit styles. So you buy this and you have like a whole set, but those are like armor pieces, so you can mix and match. That's a bit more, in my opinion, that's a bit more valuable. They're $15 and $20. You get the weapon packs and the armor packs. I got them on Xbox. They're okay. I don't think I'll buy them on PC, but they're okay. When we go on crafting, those mimic stones are not worth it. Don't buy this. They're not worth it. You get so many when you get free crowns. When you get free crates, they're not worth it. Don't buy that. Research also not worth it. Don't buy this. Unless you're super in a hurry to get your crafting leveled, it's not worth it. Because yes, when you get to your final trade, because the way it works in ESO is you need to research traits in order to be able to craft them. And the more you have 9 traits per piece per weight. So you have 9 traits for like a light armor helmet. You have 9 traits for a medium armor helmet. You have 9 traits for a heavy armor helmet, and so on and so forth. Same thing for weapons. Every weapon, great sword, daggers, swords, lightning staves, resto staves, fire staves, everything. And in order to do that, you need to research them. To research them, you need to have a piece of gear that has the trait on it, and then you sacrifice the piece of gear in order to research the trait. But it takes real life time. So when you get to your last trait, the 9th trait, takes 30 real life days to research completely. It takes 30 real life days. So unless you're super in a hurry to be like a max a 9 trait crafter, quote unquote, it's not worth it to buy this, and it's expensive. It's like $25. It's super expensive, and it only takes away 7 days. So it's not even the full thing, and it's $25. So in my opinion, it's absolutely not worth it. Now let's talk about motives. The way you learn crafting recipes, or the way you learn transmogs in ESO, is through motifs. Motifs can be found many different ways. Some bosses and dungeons will drop some pages of a motive, so you can get like arms from that style. You can get whatever. There are trial bosses that will drop those. You can also buy them from other players, but for $50 you can buy the whole thing, the whole crafting motif for that style. You can buy, you're gonna have every single pieces, every single weapon. You're gonna be able either to craft them or use them as transmogs. So let me like show you like this one. If we preview this bundle, so this is like what the light armor looks like. You get the whole thing. This is what the medium armor looks like, and you get all the weapons also. And this is what the heavy armor looks like. You get all of those for $50. $50 is expensive. I did buy some, because there are some that come from raids and stuff like that that I do not do. So for me, I'd rather pay $50 to get a whole motive than try to do the raid and just want to kill myself. So I think $50 is my sanity is worth more than $50. So if I see a crown motive that I want from a style that I know is from a raid or something, that I would need to farm many times in order to get it, because when it drops, it usually only drops 1 page. You don't get the full book, you get 1 page. So you have to go back and go back and go back. So if you can get some from dailies, that I don't mind. I'm gonna do the dailies if I can get whatever page until I get it. That's not something that really is a problem to me. But stuff that needs to be farmed from like vet dungeons or trials and raids and stuff like that, I'd rather pay $50 and save my sanity than do it. So that's again a question of perspective. Do you value your sanity, or do you like doing that? Some people like doing trials, so it's not even a problem. They're super excited to do it, and good for them. I really envy them. Good for them. But if you don't like it, is your sanity more worth more than $50 or not. At this point, it's you. That one's pretty cool though. That's up to you to decide. But in my opinion, some of them are worth it, some of them are not. But still remember that it's $50. It's pretty expensive. $50 for pixels, but you get a lot of them. You get at least 1 to 2, 10 to 6, 8 to 24. You get about 40 item worth of pixels. So it's up to you. All right, now we go to hairstyles and stuff like that. In ESO, you cannot change your hairstyle unless you have hairstyles in your collection. Those come from packs that you buy on the store. Or you can get them in crates, but you don't find hairstyles in the game. You're never going to find hairstyles in the game. I mean, I bought this kit here. This is what I'm wearing. I have like the mesh here in my face. I have this thing here, right here, and this is like the hairstyle right here. And I'm probably wearing the earrings too. But this is the pack that I have on her. So that's pretty sweet. I love it. In my opinion, those are worth it because they're not super expensive. They're like $10, and you get a lot of stuff from them. So I love that. Emotes is another thing. I don't like emotes. I don't buy emotes. I don't think they're worth it because I don't play with a lot of people. So to me, it's not really worth it. Other hairstyles, I got this one too. And you need to be careful because some hairstyles only works on some races. So be aware of that before you buy something. But you know, those are like $4, $5. So those are not that bad. So I don't have a problem with those, especially since you cannot change your hairstyles other than with the cash shop. Is it okay? No. Should you be able to get them in game? Absolutely. It's not the case, then it's a question of, do you think it's worth it for you? Markings are paint that you get on your body. She is fully covered, but I can show you after that. I have one on my necromancer. Body markings like this, you have a lot of them. You can find in games or again in crates. And we're gonna get to crates. We're getting there. For $3, $4. Again, it's up to you. I don't think it's a bad thing since you can get a lot of them in game. If you have one that you see here and think it's cool, get it or not. It's not that expensive. Like I said, it's $3. It's not that bad. It's still a microtransaction, but I mean, in the world we are now, it is what it is. We can't nobody's gonna stop putting microtransactions in their games, so it's up to you if you want to partake in that or not. Personalities are well, they change some of the emotes and your posture. So like the Duchess one, like whenever you're idle, you're standing like this. So if I take it off, like if I take it off, I'm like standing like this. If I put the personality on, I'm a bit more like I'm gonna say bitch facey, resting bitch facey. When it changes the flirt emote, it changes the preening emote, it changes the tilt emote. You have an idle 2, so you can have another idle position. You can have a third idle position. You walk differently, you run differently, and that's it. So you have the same thing with commander, idle. There's the rub hand emote changes, the brush off emote changes, hands on hips, it's probably either a new emote or it changes it. You walk differently, you run differently, blah blah, so on and so forth. That's what personalities do. I have a couple of those. I have that one on Xbox. I thought I had it on PC too, because I love having this one on my necromancer, because she's a vampire, and I think it's funny that she's kind of bitchy, so I love that. Skins, there's only one you can get from the store. It is what it is. It's a skin. Actually all of the other skins are from very, very, very hard achievements. Usually, like, you need to do all of the achievements from. It's a bit like mythic rating in WoW. You need to do like all of the achievements from one raid or one dungeon, and that includes a no death run. Which can be very, very, very hard to do. Oh yeah, this game is well, it's been out for 10 years, so there's a lot of content. But so yeah, skins, it changes your character. There's a lot of cool skins that you can get, but most of them are from achievements that are very hard to do. I have this one because I thought it was cool, and I don't do really a lot of achievements, so yeah. Okay, furniture is a whole other bag of worms. If you have a house, again, like I said, houses in ESO. By the way, I don't know, Rainy, if you play this game. I don't know if you intend to play this game at some point. I don't know if you have the base game. I don't know. But if you do, and you intend to play this game at any time, not even now, I would suggest that you log in 3 days this month, because you get a free house. If you log on 3 days, it doesn't have to be 3 consecutive days. You just need to log on the game for 3 days, and you get a house. If you don't plan on doing it, it's up to you, but I'm just telling you that if you log on 3 days during this month, you get a free house. And houses are extremely expensive, and the house that you get, I talked about it earlier, but let's talk about it again. You have three types of houses. You have staple houses, classic houses, and notable houses. Classic houses are the cheapest ones. They're small. They're like a little apartment. They're $25 usually, around that. That's $25, $22, $21, $50, $26. Classic homes are a bit bigger. You usually like have a little like yard or stuff like that outside, and you have like a decently sized house. It goes from like what, $30. This one's $38, $58, $60, $35. So it's around like $30 to like, let's say, $70 in real money. All right, and now let's go to notable homes. Those are big houses. Those are insanely big houses. This one here is $110. This one is $120. This one is $100. This one's $120. So these houses are extremely expensive, and the house they give you this month is a notable house. So that house, once it's gone and it hits the store, it's gonna be probably around $100. So that's why I'm saying this. If you plan on playing this game at any moment, logging in the game, it will give you a house that will probably cost $100 in the future. So I think it's worth it. It takes 3 seconds. I know it's a big install. It's like 140 gigs. But it's still worth it to get the house if you plan on playing this game at any point during the time. Because these houses are insanely expensive. You can get them with gold. I'll give them that. You can get them with gold. But it's extremely expensive, and the way to make gold in ESO is you have to be part of a trading guild, because everything that is sold in the game is sold by other players, and there's not like a market board. You actually have to physically go to a trader and buy the inventory they have. There's a database online where you can search what you need, and then they tell you which trader has it and how much it costs and stuff like that, and you don't need to go to every freaking traders in the world and find what you need. But that's how it works. If you're not part of a trading guild, you cannot sell stuff to other players unless you sell your stuff through like the chat. You advertise your stuff in the chat and be like, okay, I have like a sword I want to sell, blah blah. But if you want to be like, just put your stuff there and let people buy it, it's from traders, and you need to be part of the trading guild. A lot of people will charge you per month because the guild has to pay like a rent for the trader, and the better spot it's in, the most expensive it costs to rent that trader. So they're going to ask you to pay a fee every month to be part of the guild and be able to sell your crap on that trader. That's a lot of information, I know. I'm sorry, but that's how it works. So making money in ESO is not easy. You can make money from doing your daily crafting writs, which are like daily crafting quests. Dungeons give you gold. There are routes in like public dungeons and stuff like that you can do that will also give you gold, but it's a slow burn. It's a slow grind. I don't think I've ever gotten more than 150k on like at one particular time. I've never gotten like 1 million gold on or not even close to that ever in this game. Okay, so anything here except for like armory slots, character slots if you don't have enough, but I don't think that's you're ever going to need that. Inventory slots, no. Outfit slots, yes, if you want to have more outfits, sure. When they're on sale like this, that's worth it, unless you don't mind just changing your outfit all the time. If you want to have more outfit slots, it's worth it. Riding lessons, no, don't get that unless you want. You can't wait 60 days. Don't buy this, it's not worth it. Well, that's outfit tokens, name change tokens. If you made a typo in your name and you want to change it, sure, but it's 25 bucks. Don't buy the skill lines, not worth it. Do it. It's that easy. I mean, you don't need to buy that. It's not worth it. Like, it's $30, just freaking grind the thing. It's so easy. Never buy vampirism or freaking werewolf bites. Players will do it for free. And again, it's that which brings me to the other thing. Never pay a player to bite you for a vampire bite or a werewolf bite, because there's someone somewhere who's gonna do it for free. Because the way it works is when you get when your character becomes a vampire or a werewolf, once you level your werewolf or vampirism skill, you get 1 bite every 7 days. You can bite one other player 1 time every week. And if anybody wants to be a freaking vampire or werewolf, ask me. I have both, and I won't charge you for it. It's gonna be free. But yeah, so the only thing that might be a problem is if my bite has been given to somebody else. I can only give it to one person per week. But if you ever want to be a freaking vampire, just hit me up. I'll bite you. It's not a problem. Sky shards, no, don't buy this. It's not worth it. I know there's a lot of sky shards that you can get in the world. That's a lot of them, but $8 for this I think is a scam. So you can get them. It's not really a problem. It gives you skill points. Once you get 3 sky shards, you can 1 skill point. And I know it can be annoying to do it on every character, but do it on your main. And if you want to have another character, I don't know, but I don't think it's worth it. I think it's a sham. Don't do that. Assistants, they're pretty much portable banks and portable banks and sellers. I have both. I have the birds, I have the peddler of prizes, and the Jangle Plume, the Baron Jangle Plume. That's $100 for both.
I used to think
very
companionship
expensive,
was having
but
someone to outrun.
in my opinion,
Something
it's
dangerous was chasing
very
me.
useful.
Never
Especially
thought I'd
if you're
meet
not
someone
a
who just
ESO
faced
Plus
the danger
subscriber,
with me.
because your inventory is gonna get cramped so fast. So whenever your inventory gets cramped, you just get your bird out and you sell it. Like, it's a portable seller. You can sell.
What an honor.
You can sell whatever you have to the bird, and it's gonna give you gold. Same thing with the banker. If you have other characters and you craft gear for your characters, and you want to give that to them, you cannot send mail to your own characters. So you need to gear them through your bank, So having a portable bank is super
They're not featherless.
like handy and practical to pass gears to your other characters. So that's why I got them. I think it's a must-have in my opinion. It's probably the only must-have in this game in my opinion, is to have your portable assistants. It's very expensive, like I said. It's $100 for both, like to have both. But in my opinion, that is probably the only thing that is very, very, very useful, and I would recommend 100% buying. Quest starter is another thing that's free. DLCs, if you want to get DLCs. In ESO, there are dungeon DLCs and there are region DLCs. So you need to look that up. If you don't do dungeons, you don't really have a reason to buy dungeon DLCs. So you need to look to make sure that what you buy is what you want, because dungeon DLCs is exactly what it is. It unlocks 1 or 2 dungeons and that's it. But everything else, like Grimoire gives you a region, like Elsewhere gives you a region, Dragonhold gives you a region, Deadlands gives you a region. So Dark Brotherhood and stuff like that, it unlocks regions that you can go in. So if you just want to be able to go everywhere, you can get the dungeon. But if you subscribe to ESO Plus, which is $15 or something like that a month, it unlocks every regions and every DLC in the game up to the current one. So you won't get, like right now, Necrom is the current expansion. You're gonna get everything up to, but excluding Necrom. So you get everything except the current expansion for the price of the ESO Plus subscription. And you get the craft bag, which is insanely useful if you craft, because it's pretty much a bottomless bag that you can put your crafting materials in. And if you don't have this, you're gonna cram your inventory in your bank so fast. It's gonna give you the biggest headache. So if you plan on being a crafter in ESO Plus is like you don't have a choice to get it. Like you need that craft bag. It's insane. Crates, it's gambling. It's gambling with very, very, very bad odds. You're gonna get mostly crap in most of your crates. I'm personally against it. I don't buy crates. I think it's a scam. And from the crates, when you get crap in your crate, look at how freaking brilliant they are. When you buy a crate, when you open a crate and you get crap that you don't want, you can turn those items into crown gems. And crown gems is a currency that you can buy stuff with, but there are things that you can only buy with crown gems. And in order to get crown gems, you need to get crates, get shitty items, and then exchange them for crown gems. So they pretty much made it so you're gonna buy a crate, you're gonna get crap, and you're gonna be happy about it because it's gonna give you crown gems to buy something else. They actually made a currency to make you happy to get garbage in their gambling gotcha bullshit system. So I'm pretty much against it. I don't like it. I don't participate in it. If you think it's cool and you want it, go ahead. But it's gonna cost you a lot of money, and you're gonna get a lot of crap, and it takes a long time before you can actually get enough crown gems to get something decent. That's my own opinion. You do with that what you want, but I don't like it. Bundles. It's like I said, any race in the alliance, you can be any race in any alliance. It says it here that here you get like a pet and some utilities, so I don't think it's worth it, but it's only $5. Same thing here. Here you get like a mount, blah blah. Chapters is like you pretty much buy the most recent one. I did buy the Gold Road, which is the one that's coming out on June 3rd. I bought the deluxe edition, so I'm gonna get all that crap. I think it's fun. I love it. I love buying expansions, blah blah. And that wraps up the crown gems. And that wraps up the stream also. Oh my god. So that's pretty much it with ESO. That's all you need to know about the Crown Store. Be careful, they're gonna shove the Crown Store in your face every moment they have, every chance they get. And if you don't know about the game, you can pretty much be like, oh, that can be useful, blah blah, but then you realize that they pretty much scammed you. So before buying anything on the Crown Store, there are a lot of great videos online on YouTube with people that tells you what not and what to and not to buy on the Crown Store. And again, it's your money, you do whatever you want with it. But Bethesda is a big company, and it's ZeniMax, but whatever, it's part of Bethesda. They don't need your money. They're not like a small indie company. They're multi-million, multinational franchise, and they don't need that money. They already charge you for a subscription if you want to, for $15 a month. It's a lot of money. I know it's an MMO, it's a live service game, but they still don't need your money for stuff like this. I think it's scammy. I hate it. I hate I hate cash shops most likely, most of the time, especially this one. The game is fun, the game is great, I love playing the game, but I hate their cash shop. On that note, I'm gonna be going, because my mouth is like a freaking sandbox, and I've like bombarded people with information. So I'm pretty sure your brain is as saturated as mine. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is for you. I will be back tomorrow to play World of Warcraft. I'm doing my goblin in Kata Classic, my goblin leveling. We finally are done with the starting zone of the goblins. So I'm like at the beach in Duratar. We're gonna start leveling in the Barrens probably, which is exciting. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is for you. I have been Lemmy, you have been amazing as always, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers.